Today, we're going to talk about how to prepare yourself for a career in marketing. Coming up next.
We help small businesses grow with our marketing and design, talent, and technology through our #1 marketing platform, Marketing 360. We call marketing and design MAD, and we love MAD. And hopefully these videos will help you fall in love with MAD too. So make sure to follow us to learn tips, tricks, and strategies to grow your business and fuel your brand.
Step 1, research. You have to research the companies that you're going to go for. You have to research yourself. You got to research the industry, research the culture. But really, for this first step, research what you want to do. This is your time to educate yourself. Learn about what aspect of marketing you want to be into. Do you want to specialize in sales? Do you want to specialize in digital, traditional, print, radio? Where do you want to work? What do you want to do? What skills do you bring to the table? In this very first phase, research what you want. This is your time to decide. So take your time, look into all the different aspects of it. Do you want to work for an agency? Do you want to work client side? Ask yourself as many questions as you can think of. Then research them. Write down pros and cons. What do I really want to accomplish in my life? What do I want to accomplish in my career? And what do I want my career to look like? Once you've got these listed out, now you can move on to the next step. Step number 2 is to research again. Now that you have an idea of what you want to do and what you want your career to look like, now you start looking into the companies that you want to work for. Now, you've already decided specifically where you want to focus and what niche you want to really be in. Now you can need to decide what company does that look like. Is it agency or client? What do they do? What are they looking for? Who is their customer? What kind of talent and skills do they need? This isn't about you right now. You already researched what you want to do. Now you research the company. Research what they are looking for. What would make you the most qualified applicant? What's going to make you stand out to them? What sort of need do they have that you'll be able to fill? By looking into all of these things and understanding the company really well, this is going to help you with your next step. Step number 3 is to research a third time. Now that you've got an idea of what industry you're going to be in, what your specialties are, and what businesses you really want to work in, now you dive really deep into what they need. What are their products? What are their services? How can you learn from an outside perspective what they really do? Start to craft in your own mind what their marketing message should be. Start to craft what their branding should look like. Start to think about what changes you would make to the website if you had that authority. What kind of changes would you make if they gave you an unlimited budget? How would you reach people? What would you use to craft that message and speak to their consumers and their clientele? By looking into this and starting to picture yourself in the position, in this company, with their products, you can really start to get an idea of what you would do in that business and what you would do in that position. By understanding this and by taking these 3 steps of research, you're really able to start to prepare yourself for the interview. And being prepared for the interview is key. Step number 4 is to prepare your resume and your application. Now this is the time to really get specific. You don't want to create just a boilerplate resume and a boilerplate application and just fire that out to a bunch of people. It's not effective. Most businesses are going to be receiving tons of applications. And if you're in an industry or an area that has a lot of competition, you need to find a way to make yourself stand out. There's a ton of resources out there that you can use to understand how to craft your resume and craft your application in a way that people will understand and kind of really gravitate towards. So we don't have to worry about that in this video. But I really want you to think about, what do you bring to the table? What is something that you offer that no one else can? What's an experience that you've had that's going to help this company in a way that no one else is going to be able to? By understanding what they need and how they are reaching their market and what void you can fill, what position you can fill, you're able to tailor your message specifically to them. It does take more time. It does take more effort and more energy, but you're out here looking for a job. So you really need to spend the time on your application and the time on your resume to make it very specific to their needs. The more specific you are, the more likely it is that HR person or the recruiter is going to see your application and respond to it. Step number 5 is to follow up. Companies receive tons of applications. So if you've crafted your message effectively, that's just step 1. Now you have to follow up with these people. Now sometimes you might have just filled out a portal online and you don't really know who you have to reach out to. Now's the time to go back to our first phase and research. Research who might be interviewing you, who might be hiring you, who's the manager of that department. Find them on LinkedIn. Reach out, communicate with them. Call the office, send them an email. Just follow up. If you're able to follow up and you follow up in a professional manner and you respect their time, but you communicate with them, the squeaky wheel gets oiled first. You're going to be their first call, you're their first email, and you're the person whose name they think of when they're ready to take that next step. Even if you've already had your interview, follow up again. Continue to follow up. If you get to a point where they say, we don't want to talk to you anymore, well, that's okay, you can move on. But until they've said that, it's always a no until you've turned it into a yes. Step number 6 is to prepare for no. Even the most qualified applicant in the world is going to be told no every once in a while. You're going to be told no, and that is okay. It's all right to be passed over. It's okay not to get the position that you were wanting to get or to work for the company that you wanted to work for. This is a great time to reach back out and ask, what could I have done differently? What kind of skills or talents did I not have or not exude, that you are really looking for? What is a way that I can become a better applicant or a more qualified applicant in the future? This is a time to learn. It's not a time to get down on yourself and depressed and sad that you missed an opportunity. They may have passed you by, and that's okay. Every no just gets you closer to a yes. Step number 7, stay motivated. You can do this. You absolutely can get the career that you want, the position you want, at the company you want, doing what you want. Stay motivated, stay educated, find motivational videos, find other resources out there online that you can use to educate yourself and train yourself. If you're focusing on design, then build a website, design a logo. If you are in digital marketing, well, digital marketing always changes, so keep yourself educated and on the forefront of what that technology is doing. By educating yourself and staying motivated and trying to move forward, this is a great way to gather more skills and more details about what you can bring to the next company you apply for. Start a business, help a friend launch theirs, volunteer at a local nonprofit, sit on a board, do some work for friends and family, anything you can to get more experience, to shore up different maybe inadequacies that you have or weaknesses that you're working on. Focus on your strengths. You can do this. You can get the job you want in the career that you want, and as long as you stay focused and as long as you stay energized, you'll get there. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and comment. If you have any other ideas or any other thoughts on what kinds of videos we can produce, please let us know. We're here for you. I want to thank you so much for watching, and happy marketing.